Okay, I've had quite a few people ask me about the loop pedals and things. I bought an RC3 pedal second hand. It's basically the single loop pedal that Boss make. They make the RC2, which is mono. It's got about 12 memories. It's got about I think it's only got about a quarter of an hour to 20 minutes recording, whereas the RC3, it's got USB, so you can load samples off your computer. It's also got 99 memories, and it's got 2 hours of stereo recording. Like I say, I picked this up for about £100. They're $199 new, so it's basically half price, and it's brand new, this pedal. Someone asked me, how do you get a smooth loop on a loop pedal? It really is just practice. It's all about your timing of your foot. There's a few different modes that you can go into on the pedal. You can have it automatic, so it automatically records the second you start playing. I think the better method is to go for the counting. You can actually set it to do a 4 count and it starts recording, but you still have to stop it on the right beat. So you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. When you have to be really exact. So let's have a look at the loop pedal itself now then. So here's the loop pedal. There's 3 modes, so let's just turn it on. I'll show you what I mean. It turns on by plugging the output lead in. If I hold down the tap tempo button for at least 2 seconds and then use the up and down buttons to select the desired recording mode. So that's normal recording, that's audio, as in it'll start recording the minute it detects any signal, or my favourite is counting. You can set the tempo. There's a tap tempo button, so you can have it as slow or as quick as you want by tapping the tempo button. If I stop the rhythm, when I hit the record button, you'll see it'll give me a 4 count. The red light will come on to show you're in record. 2, 3, 4, and so now it's recording properly. So there's a little tip for you. I'd recommend that you go with counting. Another very useful aspect about the pedal is, if you have a look here, there's input A and input B, the stereo inputs A and B, but there's also a foot switch can be attached. But if you rig up a stereo jack, like I have here, and a little pedal, you can actually get it to change patch up and down, which is very useful. So that's what I've done, is just wired myself up a little pedal for up and down on the patches. Because one of the reasons I bought the pedal was so that I could put like a verse on 14 and like a chorus on 15. So once you finish the chorus, you can go back to 14. Well, this foot pedal enables me to do that by foot instead of having to lean down and press the buttons. So that's quite a useful add-on. Another really useful function about the RC3 is that you can either set it into 2 modes. You can either have it record, overdub, then playback. So you hit the pedal once, it'll start recording. You hit it again, it'll start overdubbing, then playback, or you can have record, playback, overdub. Now I think that's the sensible mode to have it in, because otherwise the minute you press it again it'll start overdubbing, which isn't so cool. I think it's better if you put the first loop down, let it play back, you can check everything's good, then if you want to re-record and overdub, you can then press it again and start overdubbing. So you can actually change the mode by power down the unit, hold the rhythm button down, plug the jack in, power it up, and then you can use the up-down buttons to change between them 2 modes. RD is record overdub and RP is record playback. So I recommend you go into record playback mode. As far as the actual drums go on it, there's various drum patterns. If you hold the rhythm button down, rhythm 0 is just a hi-hat. Rhythm 1, rhythm 2, just basic beats. I tend to just use the hi-hat for recording, and if I want some drums, then I'll put my own drums in there as a WAV loop. Hey. So there's all sorts of stuff on there, and we're back to R0. So there's 10 basic loops. Like I say, I tend to use the hi-hat. because it's perfect for counting, for actually getting a loop down. That's all you need. So that's the rhythm section covered. I'll just demonstrate for you in counting mode how to get a smooth loop, but it really is just trial and error. You've really just got to hit that button on the right moment to get the timing sound. So I'll just show you what I mean and do a little demo. Okay then, I'm going to stick a loop down onto the loop pedal. So I've got it in count mode so that it gives me a 4 count. Let's just check the tempo's good. That's about right for the tempo. So here we go. Let's just put a basic loop down. And like I say, it's all down to the timing of when you hit the pedal. So it'll give me a 4 count first. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, and... So let's see how this loops. It really is trial and error. With practice, you'll get it better. That's not bad. So I'll stop it, hit it twice and it stops. Hold it down for more than 2 seconds, it will blank it. So I've just cleared the patch. So let's try that one more time. Here we go. 3, 4, and... See how this is looped. So that's pretty good. So that's a pretty good loop. And then once you've got a loop down, of course, you can just play over the top. So that's how I want to actually use the pedal for playing my slide over the top. Double hits to stop the pedal and it stops. So there's a basic insight into making loops. So it really is just about getting the timing on your foot right. If you don't tap at the right time, it's just going to be out. So another option is to actually prep your loops inside a sequencer and pull in finished perfect loops via the USB socket. So that's the RC3 for you. I've taken you through all the basics, so I hope that's of use to you, and I will speak to you very soon. See you later.